Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're going to watch them assemble the mobile crane. 1. Site preparation. Clear the area. Close off the necessary sections of the street or construction site to ensure safety. Clear any overhead obstacles, such as electric wires, and ensure the ground is level and stable. 2. Positioning the crane base. Use large, heavy-duty trucks to transport the crane base to the construction site. Ensure the route is planned in advance to avoid low bridges, tight corners, or other obstacles that could impede the transport. Prepare the area. Ensure the designated area for the base is clear and that the ground is level and stable. Double-check that all obstacles have been removed. Unload the base. Carefully unload the crane base from the transport trucks using smaller support cranes if necessary. The support cranes should be positioned to provide maximum stability during the unloading process. Initial positioning. Position the crane base roughly in the designated spot. Fine-tuning. Use precision measuring tools to ensure the base is aligned correctly. This may involve adjusting the base slightly to ensure it is perfectly level and centered. Final placement. Secure the base in its final position. This may involve anchoring it to the ground or using additional weights to ensure it does not move. Utilize spotters to guide the positioning process and to ensure that the crane base is placed accurately and safely. Maintain clear communication among all team members during the positioning process to coordinate movements and ensure everyone's safety. Then, conduct a final inspection to ensure the base is secure, level, and properly aligned before proceeding to the next steps. By carefully transporting and positioning the crane base, the foundation for the crane is set up safely and correctly, allowing for a smooth continuation of the assembly process. 3. Setting up the outriggers. Begin by extending the outriggers from the sides of the crane base. These provide the necessary stability to the crane during operation. Ensure the ground where the outriggers will rest is firm and level. If necessary, place stabilizing pads or mats under the outriggers to distribute the load and prevent sinking. Use the crane's hydraulic system to extend the outriggers fully. Make sure each outrigger extends smoothly and evenly. Use the crane's built-in leveling system to ensure the base is perfectly level. This step is crucial to maintain the crane's stability during operation. Double-check stability. Confirm that each outrigger is firmly in contact with the ground and that the base of the crane is stable. Lock outriggers. Engage the locking mechanisms on each outrigger to secure them in place. This prevents any unintended movement during crane operation. Conduct a thorough visual inspection to ensure there are no visible issues with the outriggers or their placement. Verify that the weight of the crane is evenly distributed across all outriggers. Perform a light load test to check the stability of the crane with the outriggers deployed. Ensure there is no movement or shifting. Gradually increase the load to ensure the outriggers can handle the maximum weight the crane will lift during operation. Continuously monitor the outriggers during the crane's operation. Look for any signs of movement or instability and adjust as necessary. By carefully deploying and securing the outriggers, the crane will have a solid and level foundation, which is crucial for safe and efficient operation during the lifting process. 4. Assembling the main components. Inspect counterweights. Ensure that the counterweights are in good condition and free from damage or defects. Transport counterweights. Use heavy-duty transport vehicles to move the counterweights to the crane assembly site. Carefully position the counterweights at the designated spots on the base of the crane. Securely attach the counterweights to the crane's base using bolts or other fastening mechanisms. Ensure they are evenly distributed to maintain balance. Double-check that all counterweights are securely fastened and cannot move during crane operation. Erect the mast. Inspect each mast section for any damage or defects before assembly. Ensure that all connection points are clean and free of debris. Utilize auxiliary cranes to lift the main mast sections into place. Use guide ropes and personnel to align the mast sections accurately. Once aligned, secure the mast sections together using bolts or other fastening systems. Ensure all connections are tight and secure. Use temporary supports or guy wires to stabilize the mast sections during assembly. Perform a final check to ensure the mast is vertically aligned and securely fastened. Inspect the jib for any damage or defects before assembly. Ensure that all connection points are clean and free of debris. Lift and attach the jib. Use auxiliary cranes to lift the jib to the top of the mast. Use guide ropes and personnel to align the jib with the connection points on the mast. Once aligned, secure the jib to the mast using bolts or other fastening systems. Ensure all connections are tight and secure. Balance and stabilize. Adjust the counterweights if necessary to maintain the crane's balance with the jib attached. Use temporary supports or guy wires to stabilize the jib during the final assembly steps. Ensure clear communication among all team members during the assembly process to coordinate movements and ensure safety. Use hand signals and radios to communicate between ground personnel and crane operators. Conduct regular checks throughout the assembly process to ensure all components are securely fastened and properly aligned. Perform a final inspection once all main components are assembled to ensure the crane is safe and ready for operation. By meticulously attaching the counterweights, erecting the mast, and connecting the jib, the main components of the crane are securely assembled, allowing for safe and efficient operation during lifting tasks. 5. Installing control systems. Before the installation begins, conduct a thorough inspection of the operator cab to ensure there are no damages or defects. This step is crucial to prevent future operational issues. Utilize auxiliary cranes to carefully lift the operator cab and position it on the designated spot on the crane mast. Precision in this step ensures stability and optimal positioning. Once the cab is in place, it must be fastened securely to the crane. Use bolts or other appropriate fastening mechanisms to ensure it is firmly attached. Double-check all connections to avoid any loosening during crane operation. Inside the cab, install the operator's seat, ensuring it is comfortable and properly positioned. Set up all control interfaces, including joysticks, buttons, and screens, which are crucial for operating the crane. Verify that the cab offers clear visibility. The operator must have an unobstructed view to monitor crane operations safely, which is essential for both precision and safety during crane use. Connect electrical systems. Inspect all electrical wiring and cabling for any signs of damage or wear. This preemptive measure helps to identify potential issues that could cause malfunctions. Carefully route the electrical cables from the control systems in the operator cab to the appropriate connection points on the crane. Ensure that the cables are organized and protected to prevent any wear and tear. Make sure all electrical connections are securely fastened and properly insulated. This step is critical to prevent short circuits and other electrical issues that could compromise crane operations. System integration. Connect the control systems in the operator cab to the crane's main control unit. This includes interfaces for various functions such as movement, lifting, and safety systems. Ensure all connections are secure and functioning properly. Connect all lighting and signaling devices, including warning lights, beacons, and audio alarms. Test these devices to confirm they are operational and visible from all necessary angles, as they play a crucial role in safety. Testing and calibration. Power up the crane's electrical systems and carefully monitor for any error messages or issues. This initial test helps to identify any immediate problems with the electrical setup. Conduct comprehensive tests of all control systems to ensure they respond correctly to operator inputs. This includes testing the lifting and lowering of the jib, rotating the mast, and extending the crane. Rigorously test all safety systems, including emergency stop functions, load limit indicators, and automated safety protocols. Ensure that these systems are functioning correctly to protect both the operator and nearby personnel. Calibrate the control systems to ensure precision in crane movements. This includes aligning sensors and ensuring the accuracy of control inputs. Verify that all feedback systems, such as load sensors and position indicators, provide accurate data to the operator. Conduct a thorough inspection of all electrical connections to ensure they meet safety standards and are compliant with regulations. This step is essential to prevent electrical hazards. Ensure all safety systems are operational and capable of protecting both the operator and any nearby personnel. Provide comprehensive training for the crane operator on the specific control systems of the crane. This includes any new or unique features that the operator must be familiar with to ensure safe and efficient operation. Train the operator on emergency procedures, including how to safely shut down the crane in the event of a malfunction. This training is crucial for ensuring quick and effective responses to any unexpected situations. By meticulously setting up the operator cab and connecting all electrical systems, the crane is prepared for safe and efficient operation. Ensuring that all control systems are functioning correctly and reliably is essential for both operational efficiency and safety. 6. Finalizing the structure. Pre-extension inspection. Before extending the telescopic sections of the boom, a thorough inspection is essential to ensure all components are in optimal condition. This inspection should focus on checking for any structural damage, wear, or debris that could impede the extension process. Additionally, lubrication of moving parts is necessary to ensure smooth operation. This step is crucial for preventing potential issues that could arise during the extension of the telescopic sections. Extending the boom. Using the crane's hydraulic system, carefully extend each telescopic section one by one. The extension should be controlled and monitored to ensure that each section extends smoothly and locks into place securely. During this process, the operator must be vigilant for any signs of resistance or irregular movement that could indicate a problem. Ensuring a steady and controlled extension is vital for maintaining the stability and safety of the crane. Locking mechanisms. Once the telescopic sections are fully extended, engage the locking mechanisms to secure each section in place. These mechanisms are designed to prevent the sections from retracting unintentionally during crane operations. Verifying that each lock is properly engaged and functioning correctly is essential for the structural integrity of the crane. The locks must be tested under load conditions to ensure they can withstand the stresses of operation without failure. Testing the extended boom. After extending and locking the telescopic sections, perform a series of tests to ensure the boom operates correctly. These tests should include checking the boom's movement range, flexibility, and stability. Any anomalies detected during these tests should be addressed immediately to prevent operational issues. This testing phase is critical for verifying that the boom can handle the expected loads and operate safely under various conditions. Pre-attachment preparation. Before attaching the hook block, gather all necessary components and tools. Inspect the hook block for any signs of damage or wear, ensuring it is in optimal condition for use. Additionally, check the crane's lifting mechanism, including the cables, pulleys, and connectors, to ensure they are ready for the attachment process. Proper preparation helps prevent issues during the attachment and subsequent use of the hook block. Installing the hook block using auxiliary lifting equipment. Position the hook block at the designated point on the crane's lifting mechanism. Carefully align the hook block with the crane's lifting cable, ensuring that all components are correctly positioned. Securely attach the hook block using the appropriate connectors and fastening methods. This process requires precision to ensure the hook block is properly aligned and securely attached, preventing any potential hazards during crane operations. Securing connections. Ensure that all connections between the hook block and the crane's lifting mechanism are secure and properly tightened. This includes verifying that all bolts, pins, and safety latches are correctly fastened and locked. Properly securing these connections is crucial for maintaining the stability and safety of the hook block during lifting operations. Double-checking each connection helps prevent accidental detachment or failure during use. Testing the hook block. Once the hook block is attached, perform a series of tests to verify its functionality. These tests should include lifting and lowering operations, checking for smooth movement and proper alignment. Additionally, test the hook block under various load conditions to ensure it can handle the expected weight safely. Any issues detected during these tests should be addressed immediately to ensure the hook block operates correctly and safely. Final safety checks. Conduct a comprehensive safety inspection of the entire crane, including the extended boom and attached hook block. Verify that all components are properly secured and functioning correctly. Check that all safety features, such as overload indicators and emergency stop systems, are operational. Ensuring that all safety measures are in place is essential for preventing accidents and ensuring the crane operates safely and efficiently. Operator training. Provide the crane operator with detailed training on the final structure, including the extended boom and hook block. This training should cover proper usage, safety protocols, and emergency procedures. Ensuring the operator is fully trained and knowledgeable about the crane's features and safety measures is crucial for safe and efficient crane operations. Documentation. Finally, document all steps of the final structure assembly, including inspections, tests, and adjustments. This documentation is important for maintaining a record of the crane's assembly process and can be useful for future maintenance and inspections. Proper documentation helps ensure that all procedures have been followed correctly and that the crane is ready for safe and effective use. Seven. Inspection and testing. Visual inspection. Initiate a comprehensive visual inspection of the entire crane structure. This includes examining all components such as the mast, boom, outriggers, and attachments. Look for any signs of damage, wear, or corrosion that could compromise the crane's integrity or safety during operation. Inspect critical joints, welds, and fasteners to ensure they are securely fastened and free from defects. Functional tests. Conduct functional tests on all mechanical and electrical systems of the crane. Test the movement of the boom, jib, and any articulated sections to ensure they operate smoothly and correctly. Check the hydraulic system for leaks and proper pressure levels. Test the crane's rotation mechanisms to verify they are responsive and aligned correctly. Additionally, activate safety features such as emergency stop buttons and overload protection systems to ensure they function as designed. Electrical systems check. Inspect all electrical components, including wiring, connectors, and control panels. Ensure there are no exposed wires or loose connections that could lead to electrical hazards or malfunctions. Test lighting systems, including work lights and warning signals, to confirm they are operational and visible from all necessary angles. Verify the control interfaces in the operator's cab function properly and display accurate information. Safety devices verification. Verify the functionality of safety devices such as load limiters, anti-collision systems, and emergency braking mechanisms. Test these devices under simulated operating conditions to ensure they activate correctly and provide adequate protection. Ensure that audible and visual alarms are functioning and can alert operators and nearby personnel to potential hazards. Load capacity verification. Perform load tests to validate the crane's capacity to handle intended weights safely. Calculate and apply loads that represent typical operational conditions, ensuring they do not exceed the crane's rated capacity. Use calibrated weights or equivalent loads to simulate actual lifting scenarios. Monitor the crane's response during lifting and lowering operations to assess stability and performance. Testing procedures. During load testing, follow established procedures and safety protocols. Ensure that the load is evenly distributed and properly secured to the hook block. Gradually apply the load while monitoring indicators such as hydraulic pressure, boom extension, and load-bearing components. Observe the crane's behavior for any signs of stress, deflection, or abnormal movements that could indicate structural issues or overload conditions. Safety precautions. Implement rigorous safety precautions during load testing to protect personnel and equipment. Maintain a safe distance from the crane's operating zone and use barricades to restrict access to hazardous areas. Have qualified personnel monitor the testing process and be prepared to activate emergency procedures if necessary. Continuously monitor environmental conditions such as wind speed and ground stability to ensure safe testing conditions. Data collection and analysis. Record data throughout the load testing process, including load weights, hydraulic pressures, and crane responses. Analyze this data to verify that the crane meets safety standards and operational requirements. Document any observations or anomalies encountered during testing and evaluate their potential impact on crane performance. Certification and compliance final assessment. Upon successful completion of inspections and load testing, conduct a final assessment to confirm that the crane meets regulatory requirements and manufacturer specifications. Verify that all identified issues have been addressed and resolved before certifying the crane for operational use. Documentation and reporting. Prepare detailed documentation of the inspection and testing results, including photographs, test reports, and maintenance records. Maintain accurate records of compliance with safety regulations and industry standards. Provide a comprehensive report to stakeholders, including management, regulatory authorities, and crane operators, outlining the crane's condition and readiness for service. Training and handover. Provide training to crane operators and maintenance personnel on the results of inspections and testing. Ensure operators are familiar with operational limits, safety protocols, and emergency procedures specific to the crane. Hand over all relevant documentation and certifications to demonstrate compliance with safety regulations and ensure safe crane operation throughout its service life. (8) Operational readiness. Preparation for retraction. Before retracting the boom of the crane, assess the operational environment and ensure all safety precautions are in place. Verify that the area surrounding the crane is clear of personnel and obstacles that could interfere with the retraction process. Communicate with relevant personnel to coordinate the retraction procedure and ensure awareness of the impending operation. Booming retraction procedure. Initiate the retracting procedure by activating the crane's hydraulic system. Follow manufacturer guidelines and operational manuals to retract the boom systematically. But monitor the retraction process closely to ensure smooth movement and alignment of each telescopic section. Engage the locking mechanisms as each section retracts to secure them in place effectively. Verification of retraction. Once the boom is fully retracted, conduct a visual inspection to confirm that all sections are securely locked and properly aligned. Ensure there are no signs of misalignment or mechanical issues that could affect the crane's stability or readiness for future use. Verify that safety features, such as boom angle indicators and locking pins, are functioning correctly and provide visual confirmation of their status. Stabilization and safety measures. Ensure the crane is in a stable position by deploying outriggers or stabilizers as necessary. Verify that all outriggers are securely engaged and provide adequate support for the crane's weight and operational conditions. Use level indicators and hydraulic controls to adjust the crane's position and ensure it is on a firm and level surface. Locking moving parts. Secure all moving parts of the crane, including the boom, jib, and mast, to prevent unintended movement or rotation. Engage locking mechanisms and safety pins to immobilize these components effectively. Verify that all control levers and switches associated with moving parts are in the neutral or off position to prevent accidental activation. Safety checks and shutdown procedures. Conduct a final safety inspection of the entire crane structure and operational environment. Verify that all electrical systems, including lighting and signaling devices, are functional and visible. Ensure that emergency stop buttons and safety alarms are operational and easily accessible in case of an emergency. Communicate the completion of site securing procedures to all relevant personnel and confirm that the crane is safe and ready for the next operation. Documentation of operational readiness. Maintain comprehensive documentation of the boom retraction and site securing procedures. Record the results of final inspections, including photographs and written reports detailing the condition of the crane and its components. Document any maintenance or corrective actions taken during the operational readiness process. Handover to operations. Provide clear and concise information to crane operators regarding the crane's current status and readiness for use. Review safety protocols, operational limitations, and emergency procedures with operators to ensure safe and efficient crane operations. Transfer all relevant documentation and operational logs to the operations team for reference and future maintenance planning. By following these procedures meticulously, you can ensure that the crane is properly prepared for safe and efficient operation. Regular maintenance and adherence to safety protocols are essential to maintain the crane's reliability and extend its operational lifespan. 9. Maintenance and adjustments. Scheduled maintenance checks. Implement a proactive maintenance schedule to conduct regular inspections on the crane. Schedule inspections based on manufacturer recommendations and industry standards to ensure compliance and optimal performance. Establish a routine inspection plan that includes thorough examinations of all crane components, systems, and safety features. Comprehensive inspection procedures. During inspections, systematically evaluate the structural integrity of the crane, including the boom, mast, and jib. Inspect mechanical components such as bearings, gears, and hydraulic cylinders for signs of wear, corrosion, or damage. Check electrical systems, including wiring, connectors, and control panels, to verify proper functionality and safety compliance. Perform visual inspections of the crane's exterior and interior components to identify any abnormalities or potential issues. Initial testing analysis. Based on initial testing and operational feedback, analyze performance data and identify areas requiring adjustments or fine-tuning. Review load test results, operational logs, and operator feedback to pinpoint potential issues or inefficiencies in crane performance. Consult with engineering or technical support teams to interpret data accurately and determine appropriate adjustments. Mechanical and hydraulic adjustments. Make necessary adjustments to mechanical components, such as hydraulic systems, to optimize crane functionality and performance. Adjust hydraulic pressures, valve settings, and cylinder alignments to ensure smooth operation and responsiveness during lifting and maneuvering tasks. Calibrate mechanical systems to maintain alignment and reduce wear on critical components. Electrical system calibration. Calibrate electrical systems, including sensors, switches, and control interfaces, to enhance precision and reliability in crane operations. Adjust control panel settings and programming parameters to align with operational requirements and safety standards. Verify the accuracy of electrical measurements and feedback signals to prevent malfunctions or operational disruptions.